Yo, damn, y'all still up, man? I thought y'all would have been asleep, man. Shit, I thought y'all was asleep, man. Y'all up still kicking it, huh? Yeah, it's a rare stream, man. I really ain't had plans hopping on. Like, I don't know, man. I just been staying out the way, man. I haven't been feeling like doing no videos. I really just fell back off my videos, man. I'm not even motivated no more. If I'm being real with y'all, I just pop in and out every once in a while. But like my content now, like if I was to do some content like now, talking about real legit content, like that should be crazy. Like I got some topics I want to talk about, but like it's a lot of work, man. And I'm trying to ease my way back in. I ain't really trying to like work too hard this time. Like, but I got a lot of good shit, like a lot. Like you got stories out there of TIs coming out. Like it's stories, it's out there, man. They just not putting it on the news. But what up, Barbie? What up, Mana? Manaja? What up? What let me ask y'all something. What do y'all think the splinter in the mind is? Like when Morpheus mentioned about the splinter in the mind, what y'all think that is? Do you think it's an idea? What do you think the splinter in the mind is that Neo was referencing? I mean that Morpheus was referencing. I want to hear your opinion. You haven't watched The Matrix. What the splinter in the mind mean? You said if you share the idea, I wouldn't say that. I'm talking about what the splinter in the mind is like it's something that holds you back, right? Would you say that? Or in my opinion, what the splinter in the mind is, right? It's I'm playing a game too right now, so I'm trying to focus on two things at once. My mistake. But what the splinter in the mind is, in my opinion, it's something that been implanted in you when you was young. It's a way of doing or a way of thinking, right? Now, when you was little, you had like for the reason for you to even be targeted in the first place, right? Someone have to see you as a threat. Like you're either your thinking, your tradition, your culture. Someone had to see you as a problem, right? So that means if when you go back to the beginning of things, you can get a it's a lot of answers to be made from the beginning, right? Um, the splinter in the mind is like an idea that been implanted in you, like the enemy did something to make you think a certain way to stop you from growing or becoming a better you, right? And the splinter in your mind is just like a dysfunctional, like for you to like survive and combat this program, you created a you had a dysfunction, right? And so say for instance, when you was little, you was a loving person, right? The splinter in the mind was created by the harassment, which made you more of a hateful person, right? So to combat that, you became more selfish, but that's not really you. That was just you. That was just a reaction, a defense mechanism to what the program did to you, and cause and effect. Now, how do you remove that splinter with just you being like you reversing it, right? How would you reverse it? Well, if you can remember what happened, right, when you was little, you can remember the way that the enemy tried to attack you, right? Let's say for instance, um, for me, they used to be like, I had a resting. You ever heard of the resting bitch face? I had a resting face that was like serious, and people didn't like that because they wasn't able to figure me out or get certain things from me. So certain people didn't like that I had a serious resting face, and it was hard to read me. So what had happened was, over time people used to be like, what's wrong, you look upset, you look sad, what's wrong, what's wrong? And I let that get to me, and I had a dysfunction in how I I I perceived my resting face. It was a dysfunction. I looked at my resting face as a problem due to that. So they create there was a splinter in my mind that they implanted, because what I adopted was a dysfunction in my thinking, because it wasn't it was hostile intent, and it was a defense mechanism that I thought was protecting me but really did damage. So when you identify with when you know what the splinter in your mind is, when you go back to when you was young and what the enemy did to you, the way of removing it is just by reversing it. So basically, let's say now that I'm aware of it, I would tell myself that there's nothing wrong, or everything is okay. See, if you know about Maslow hierarchy of needs, the enemy to attack your stability, your stability, your security and your stability. That's the main two things the enemy attack. Your stability is the stability is you, yourself, your finance, your security. Your security is your self-confidence, your safety, self-confidence and safety. Let's be real about it, right? Although you in the program, for the most part, you safe. Ain't nobody gonna put their hands on you, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. That's a fact. So the enemy throws shots, or they throw shade to make you feel like you're not. But that's false. So it's up to you to tell yourself the truth of the reality of the situation to remove that implant. You feel me? So by you telling yourself, yo, you safe and all that, you just reinsuring the truth of what is, right? Not no fear like past tense or future. It's no, you going off what is absolute right now. Not no future, not no future thing, not no overthinking. You talking about something that is right now. So that is how you remove the implant. So I always tell myself that I am okay. nothing is wrong because the enemy want me to be you. The enemy want me to doubt. It want me to not like want me to think that there's always a problem with something. There's not a problem. There's not a problem at all. Right. And I want to tell y'all that what you tell yourself is really, really important, man. Like for real. Don't forget that. What you tell yourself is very, very important. That's why right now, right? Um, I'm being in a program, like they do the same thing every single day, right? They do the same exact thing, right? And they don't get the hint. They don't catch the hint. Like, yeah, it ain't working, right? But guess what? Someone like me, they will assume doing the same thing is going to work on me over time, but it's really not. So what I'm doing is I'm letting them get comfortable with just being like just stagnated, just keep doing the same thing. I'm letting them be comfortable with that because if that's what they think, I understand, right? They like, it's only so much somebody can take. I understand that, right? But they don't know that there are certain individuals, man. Once I recognize something, I'm a problem solver, right? Once I recognize that something is bothering me, I actually handles it. I actually gets to the root of the problem. I'm my own therapist. I don't need a therapist. I'm my own therapist. I'm my own shrink. I'm all that, right? So um they make the mistake of assuming that I'm just like them or I'm just like someone else when I'm not. They assume that what hurts them hurts me. That's not true. Just because, they do street theater and that might bother another TI, that don't bother me. That's not gonna bother me. And if it will, I will get over it. I will be able to handle it. See, the enemy suffers from their own success, meaning they can't deviate from what worked already. They think just because it worked one time, it will work again. The program suffer from its own success. I talked about that. I forgot the other name I said about it, but um you can't teach a dog new tricks, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like they get so complacent on one thing that they cannot deviate from it. They can't let go of what worked for them, you know? That's why I try to tell y'all, if you dealing with something, all is mind. All is mind. You feel me? All is mind. You can get over it. You can get over things. You can outgrow certain things. All is mind. Now you can't do nothing. Listen, when the enemy messes with your stability and stuff like that, there's only so much you can do. You know what I'm saying? Because you in the system. You in the system. You gotta pay bills and all that. It's really not outside of you. It's really not much you can do. You feel what I'm saying? But when it comes to the psychological aspect of the thing of the targeting, you can really handle that. You can really surpass that. You feel what I'm saying? Because all is mind. Remember that. I don't trip about the little things that go on with me. I try to like be my own problem solver. Like remember what you tell yourself though, man, because you gotta be your own cheerleader. Like you gotta be your own support in this. You feel what I'm saying? So if you ever feel doubtful, you have to combat it. You can't just like cause your mind don't know when you joking or not. You feel me? Your mind don't know when you playing. It thinks you are very serious. Your mind takes you very seriously. You feel me? So when you go through things, you gotta be the mediator. You gotta be the person to tell yourself, "Oh, slow down. This ain't what I'm. Slow down, man. You doing too much thinking right there. I'm in control. This ain't that." You gotta be that person. You cannot let your mind wander because the idle mind is the devil's workplace, and the devil bank on you just being mindless. Letting things just autopilot. The mind work banks on that. So you got to be in control over your own mind. You have to. You have to. You feel me? Because the subconscious is like, and I'm talking to y'all right now, man, and like every day I'm growing spiritually and physically, and like I'm different. I'm different than who y'all was talking to months ago. Like the knowledge is there. You feel what I'm saying? Like even now I do my videos, it feels so effortless now, and it don't take too long for me no more. I'm really in the zone, but I'm trying to slow it down and put some time on me for now. But like, man, you just gotta remember what to tell yourself. But the enemy wants you doubtful, your security, man, self-esteem, um, you know, things happen, right? Things happen. Things ain't gonna always go your way. Cool, cool, right? Things ain't gonna always go your way. Fine, right? It just this past month alone, um, I've been hoping that things went go a certain way and it didn't go out how I thought it was. You feel me? I wasted my time. Um, wasted my time. Shit didn't go right, and I ain't trip about it. That's just who I am, right? Family members, I talk to them and they acting different, like the program coaching them on what not to do. I'm losing respect for them. I'm like, you know what? I don't need. See, the thing is, like, my self-esteem, my person, my character. I'm not reliant on people. I don't need to hurt someone. That's not me. I don't need people. People need me for their stability and their self-esteem. I don't need them. I don't need people to feel good about myself. I don't need to bully people to feel have stability. I don't need these things. And that's the thing. You feel what I'm saying? That's what, I try to just remember, like, I am the prize, you feel me? Although sometimes it may not feel like that, I gotta tell myself what the truth is. Cause outside of me, I'm not gonna get the truth. I'm not gonna get it. You feel me? Not all the time. If I do, I got to be thankful for it, but I'm not going to always get the truth. You feel me? But what you tell yourself is very important, right? Um, just now, I don't know if y'all can hear. I do got the microphone close to the window, but the car just beeped on, right? Now, stuff like that, like, I remember when noise campaign used to happen, right? I used to trip up, stutter, like when I used to talk on the phone or talk on the stream, and noise campaign used to happen. It used to like take my attention off of what I'm talking about, and I used to be like, "Dang, I forgot. I had a mind fog." Y'all remember, right? It's like, "Damn, they made me forget." That don't make me forget no more. That don't bother me, right? That don't bother me. It's 2 in the morning, right? Someone outside, uh, beeping their car horn. Who cares? It didn't hurt me. See, I take notes of things, right? Before, like, certain things used to startle my nerves. It used to like make me jump. I don't even have that no more. So when I notice these things, I'm like, oh, I'm healing my nervous system. I'm healing because my nerves don't identify that no more. It took a lot of work because I told y'all about the interpretation. You got to change your interpretation of things. Stop looking at, stop, because your mind thinking a car horn is someone slapping you across the face. Nah, you got to be like Gojo. You got to have that infinity up. You got to have that wall up to be like, oh, hold on. There you go thinking again. This ain't what it is. You gotta slow it down. You feel me? You gotta, cause the mind, man, it is a powerful tool, but it can be your greatest enemy, man. Your greatest enemy. Boy, I tell you, it can be your greatest enemy. I was in that situation, man. Trust me. I had tried everything. I had tried to change myself. I tried to be someone I'm not. I tried everything, y'all. I did it. I was somebody I'm not. I got tattoos to look cool. I tried everything, y'all. I did it already. So I know. So I'm here to tell y'all today on what actually works. You feel me? Being yourself. I tried it all. I tried to appeal to people. I tried all that, y'all. I tried. It didn't work. I tried to be angry, upset. That wasn't me. It didn't work, yo. It didn't work. You know the thing that did work? Being myself. That's the best thing that worked, being myself, man. And once I learned that, I was so mad at myself that I allowed the enemy to change who I was. I was so upset. I'm like, damn, I let the enemy change me. And it happened for some years, y'all. You feel me? Like, the enemy had some years on me. And now I'm like, I don't want to say I'm catching up to who I am because now because once you know, it's like everything clicks, everything downloads instantly, right? I want to say that the things that I wasted my time on though, time you really can't get back. But better late, better now than never, right? Um, but yeah, man, what you tell yourself is very important. That's why now, like my targeting, like like people, when it comes to people, other people, I told y'all how my targeting is with my family. I might get my family might make me react. I might react to my family, but a stranger, not I, not a 5 cent, not a 10 cent, not a penny. You feel me? So that means job mobbing don't work at all. None of that works. So I eliminated a lot of problems that happened that was going on with my mind and my thinking. I had eliminated a lot. I'm a hard target. So because I had eliminated a lot of problems, they gotta stop me from getting to that point because once I get there, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. And here's another thing, y'all. I'm glad I just remembered something I wanted to tell y'all, right? Um, um, something else that I realized I had to get over, right? Um, we like whether y'all believe that they can see through your eyes, they know what you thinking, right? Whether it's true or false, right? You have to get out that too. You have to get out that. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna use myself as an example. I'm gonna put it in the front for y'all, right? Um, During me trying to change my thinking, I used to always think, "Oh, they know what I'm thinking. They think I'm a bitch. They think I'm soft because I'm telling myself I'm safe and shit." Like I used to think, I used to be like in some on some fourth per. I let them kick me out first person, and I'm on some fourth person shit talking, like they own me, like like they kick me out my own person, and I'm like, "Oh, they know what I'm thinking. They see what I'm thinking." No, no, they do not. I'm telling you that right now. I know there's a stigma that they are. No, they do not. They do not. Absolutely. And I'm gonna prove it to y'all. I'm gonna prove it to you how I know that to be the case, right? If they could read your mind, now, okay, they have technology that exists, but I'm talking about on some like 24/7 consistently reading your mind. No, no, they don't. They don't have that ability. They don't. I'm gonna tell you why. For one, um, I actually practice things, right? I test out theories and stuff like that, right? If they knew what I was thinking, let's just let's just it's funny, right? Because once you be like, oh shit, right, right. Look, they knew what the motherfuckers think, right? Why would they need me? No, 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 not why would they need me? Why would they need for them to have someone in my family call me up and get information for the program if they know what I'm thinking? Let me say that again because I did kind of slurred on that a little bit. If they knew what I was thinking, why would they need to get my family to answer some questions about me, to get answers from me? Why would they need that if they already know what I'm thinking? Because there've been instances where they had my family member call me so they can get answers. I know that to be true. But if they knew what I was thinking, why would they need to do that? Why would they need to send people? Why would they need to send you honeypots to get answers? Why would they need all that if they knew what you was thinking? They don't. They had absolutely no idea. Here's another way. Here's another way, right? I realized about something, right? Um, I noticed something. When I have certain dreams, like I'm talking about like real good dreams where like I'm kind of in 100% control and it's beautiful. It's not manipulated. Guess what?
Somebody always wake me out my dream. Somebody always wake me up, right? And how I know this is I had bad dreams for the not, for the most part, it be manipulated, right? And I'm like, nobody wakes me up. Shit, they want me to stay there. If anything, they want me to stay in that dream as long as possible. But when I have good dreams, somebody calling me, hey, Hila, yo, phone ringing. Somebody always waking me up. And I'm like, like, oh, okay. It's like a sometimey thing. It's like the link could be broken, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, it starts with your thinking and it ends with your thinking. So what you tell yourself and what you like, because your perception is very real. You feel me? Your perception is very real. That's probably the only realest thing that we are experiencing is which is the perception, which is really electrical signals, right? So if it's just electrical signals, um, I can send if I clap right now, if I clap my hands and y'all hear it, I just sent my own personal electrical signals to your brain. I clapped, you noticed it, you sensed it, you heard it, and that signal produced in your brain. I just did that. I'm living in your head. Part of me, what I did is in your head. So when I noticed that the enemy, that's what the enemy been doing, they've been creating a pathway, a neural pathway, their own private neural pathway in my nervous system, a private VPN, like a private server. Basically, when they do something, my nervous system knows it's them. It can be random. It can be something. That's how sensitized it is, right? It can be something totally random. But my nervous system say, "Oh, that's that. That's the program. That's the program." Just fucking ringing the alarm. I'm like, "Whoa, slow down." I had to be the middleman. Like, hold on, slow down, slow down. Dang, there you go, assuming shit again. Nah, nah, nah. I had to, I told y'all the strategy, the catch and release and all that. Nah, I had to, I had to pull out some tricks. You feel me? Because it's all at the end of the day, it's a mind game, right? Consciousness, kind. You got the kind man. You got the chess player. You got the kind man. You got the chess player, right? And you got the soul. And at the end of the day, you can be playing a game with yourself, and the enemy is just using you, which is you know your nervous system against you, your body, your body, not the one that's thinking, the flesh, y'all. You feel me? So it be your flesh. So if you understand how your body works and you know the ins and the outs, you know how the enemy been using you, then guess what? You able to combat it. You're able to do something about it. But now I tell myself all the time, I try not to forget, everything's good. Like everything's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all right. I don't speak in maybes. I don't speak in probablys. No, I speak in absolutes. You feel me? So I'm not telling myself something like, cause I'm in denial. No, I'm telling it what it is. It is what it is, right? Just like the program is what it is. But what you tell yourself is very important. Um, and then when you get to a level, right? You reach a level because let's let's just be real, right? Let's just for the program to be like a $1 billion investment. Let's be for real though. For the program to be $1 billion investment, and the best thing they come up with is subliminal messages, talking about somebody, if that's the best $1 billion corporation, this job, if that's the best they can come up with, let's be real. This is nothing. Let's just be real though. It's nothing. It ain't nothing but what we call a prank, right? We call it a prank, a surprise, one that you already in on. You already know what's up, right?
The if for the amount of money, you shouldn't even know what's going on for the amount of money that's put into it, right? You shouldn't know what's going on. Like I'm just saying, if this $1 billion program, right, and it should be, it is high tech, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about psychological wise, right? You should have no way of combating something that is $1 billion, right? They put $1 billion into this program, right? For something to be $1 billion, bro, you shouldn't even be, it should be no competition, bro. It should be a landslide. Because let's say if I was going against the program and I had $1 billion, right? Let's say I was going against the program, I had $1 billion of my own. The program would not win. Yo, if I had $1 billion and if the program had $1 billion, who you think would be like really succeeding right now? Me. Because the program has $1 billion and I have nothing. And I'm still able to still live a kind of normal life, right? So what I'm saying is, right, a lot of what you go through is smoke and mirrors, like Sean says, is really smoke and mirrors. You shouldn't even be aware of this program. You shouldn't even know about it. And I showed y'all on the news, right, about the dude killing himself. I mean, about the dude killing the lady, right? The move on my last video, right? I showed y'all. Um, he didn't know what was going on. That's why he did that. That's why he did that to that lady. He didn't know what was going on. That's 99% of the times. If people don't know what's going on, of course they're gonna do something to somebody. That's 1 plus 1 is 2. That's not nothing like, oh man, that's some awesome research. Like that's not nothing groundbreaking. Of course somebody gonna do that. They don't know what's going on. But if he knew that this was a program and he knew his research, he probably wouldn't have did that. He wouldn't have shot that lady. He just didn't know what was going on. That's see, I don't even like reading stories like that because I don't like hearing the program winning. Because really, they shouldn't be winning because it's really no competition for they only get people that's not initiated. Remember what Bane said? Um, he said, um, the radicality and deception is powerful agents to the uninitiated, but we are initiated. You feel me? When you already know what's going on, like it really shouldn't be bothering you. I'm just being real. It shouldn't really, not as it used to, for real, not as it used to. Now, little certain irritations, certain things might not go your way. Understandable. We all understand, right? But it really shouldn't be bothering you as much, you know. But I just want y'all to realize the power of your mind, man, the power that you do have, because I know the program attacks your confidence, and you might think that you don't have no type of control, no type of power. Well, I'm telling you this right now. If you didn't have no control, the program could literally make you go do something that you don't want to do. The program should be able to make you do something right now that is beyond your will. I mean, that's what the $1 billion is being put to, right? To make you do something that you don't want to do, right? So you gotta understand, God already put something in your life, put a covering over you where the enemy cannot control you. That's why you are in the program. The enemy don't have jurisdiction, so they use certain things. They use like spiritual laws and karmic laws and sin to lower your defense, to lower the natural protection that God gave you. You think, listen, God sure in our life for a reason, right? Because he already know. If he knew you was about to be in this program, right, and you knew you about to go through what you go through, bro, it would be pointless to even have you living, bro. If it was no point, it would be pointless. You're here for a reason. If you learn about how the sperm work, right, you beat millions of sperm to the egg. So you already came in this joint fighting. You already came in the matrix winning, you feel me? Some of y'all wasn't even supposed to be born.
Y'all wasn't even supposed to be born. You feel me? Your mom was drinking. She was doing alcohol. She was smoking weed and all that. The program was poisoning her, targeting her. You feel me? She was probably complicit into it. You wasn't supposed to be here, man. Especially not healthy. Especially not in your right mind. You feel me? Some of y'all parents suffer from the crack epidemic. You feel me? Y'all come from parents that did crack and shit. Let's just be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of us was born from parents that was hoes and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Let's just keep it real. Like, we come from, parents ain't all perfect. You know what I mean? We come from some fucked up parents. So, but the thing is, what I'm saying is, you wasn't supposed to be born and in your right mind. You feel me? Definitely wasn't. Cause look, I remember, like the first time I got locked up. Right now, I'm in there and it's packed. It's packed. They damn near couldn't hold nobody. They was letting people go. It was packed in a motherfucker, right? Now, this was my first time locked up in how long? In like fucking 20 something years? Nigga been good. Nigga ain't getting in trouble. And I'm in a program that make you go in prison and have trouble. I was on perfect street, right? So the reason why I was locked up was because of the program. And you telling me if the program ain't exist, I've been perfect. They created programs for me, for people like me and you. Because without the program, we would be on easy streak. We be on an easy streak. We'd be managers. We'd be owning businesses. We'd be owning property. We will be good. Look at what we doing now. Look, yo, look. Let me tell you something, yo, Steve Jobs, all these people, Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan, all these people, right? Man, matter of fact, fuck it. Let's just throw the Freemasons and the fraternities, and let's just say that, right? All of them, right? Look at what they built to have the one up, right? Well, let's just say if someone is a part of the lodge and they have a child, right? Their child don't have to lift a finger. Their child is already gonna have the good positions. They don't have to do no type of work. They're gonna be able to get the application pulled in front of many people. They're gonna be the first in line. They gonna get the best service, right? Because they are part of the lodge and they get special treatment, right? No type of conflict or antagonist. No, their life is easy, right? No problems. Then there are people who are like me and you, not in the program, right? They participate in, but they're like me, regular citizens, right? Regular people. And they get in trouble every single day. They make bad decisions every single day. They killing people, they doing the fucked up shit every single day. Most of the people that target you is repeated felons. No program needed for them. Remember what they said at the casino? The house always win. The game is rigged. The game is rigged towards people like us because if they didn't have this program, then certain groups of people in society will be flourishing. Guess what? They'd be looking at the statistics. They'd be like, hold on, who was these people? Who are these targeted? Who, they call us, non-investigated subjects, but they'd be like, who are these certain groups of, because they do statistics on everything. So they'd be like, yo, who are these RH negative type people? Who are these groups of people that's just finding their way through the system like this? Like, who are these people just like, and then they're like, oh, what's a blood thing? Oh, oh yeah, we gotta watch these. We gotta watch them, because it all goes back to the blood, man. Um, Cain and Abel, right? Uh, Cain blood, it was, I mean, Abel's blood was speaking, was crying out, bro. His blood was basically talking, bro. It's the blood, man. It's the blood. It tells you everything you need to know. Just like why you being targeted tells you everything you need to know, bro. Everything already speaks for itself. That's why I always say, nobody never taught you nothing. Nobody never teach you nothing. You taught yourself. Ain't nobody tell you about this program. I mean, somebody told you, but I'm saying like, you know, you really learned everything firsthand. Like nobody you watch from other people's experience. Nobody really told you, the ins and out, the right and wrong. Like, nah, you learned from yourself. You feel me? Nobody told you about this program. You came to the conclusion yourself. You woke up yourself. A lot of people didn't wake up to it. A lot of people, when they realized about the program, you know what happened? They did something fucked up. They hurt somebody. You ain't do that. You ain't have to do that. A lot of people ain't get to that point. A lot of people never got to that level. You feel me? Because trust me, it's it's a lot of bitter people out here, man. And for Ti to be experiencing what it's like to be a Ti, we should be bitter, man. We should be Ti should be some bitter people. But guess what? Every Ti not bitter. Ti not bitter people. Honestly, I can honestly say that, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on the side. Ti's are not bitter people, man. For real, we not really. You would for people that's not in this program, you would think you would think we are bitter people, but no, really, the people that really be doing the targeting are bitter people, bro, and they're not getting messed with. It's nuts, right? It's nuts. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. So all the things we've been hearing about in the past been the truth all along. Misery loves company. Misery really do love company. I thought some of this shit was bullshit, bro. No, misery really do love company, bro. It's crazy. I never thought it was a thing. I didn't. I didn't know how bad it was, honestly, but it's really a real thing, man. That's why I say like, man, as beautiful y'all soul is, man, beautiful as y'all spirit is, man, keep it. Keep it. Enhance it, grow it. Don't become bitter like this. Just recognize, you know what I'm saying? Because not everybody bad, man. Not every man. If I could tell y'all my stories right now, bro, like certain things that happened recently, like not everybody bad, bro. It's not. You got angels that walk among us, man. You got secret people that just, not everybody bad people, man. Like it's got some good people out here, man. You know, and it's exclusive to the ones who know, man. If you know, you know. Like you receive not every you ain't supposed you ain't gonna receive every time, but you definitely can make your experience like something to treasure. You feel me? Like good memories for yourself. So, but yeah, man. Just remember, man, what you tell yourself, man, is powerful, bro. It's powerful. Like I get it now. Shit. Like I would have never thought about the nervous system and how important it is. That wasn't never me. I ain't never care about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now I know how the mind works, man. I feel like I am my own, not my own guide on some ignorant shit, but I'm just saying like I feel like I govern myself, like I have sovereignty. I have real sovereignty over myself. Everything else that I did fell at, it been a human mistake. It been, biology, and I'm still trying to override it, But overall, I would say I'm doing pretty great, overall. But yeah, man, y'all just remember that, man, what you tell yourself, bro. Like it's not. Yeah, yeah. Secondhand, like you said, and what is secondhand? Secondhand is the influence. That's what y'all gotta remember. Everything is an influence. So you have to influence yourself in the right direction. You have to. Like
You have to tell yourself the right things. You have to know what to say. Like it's like a code. You have to know what you're talking about. You have to know what to say to yourself. You know, think of the mind like a safe. Everything has a code to it. You let the enemy crack the code, or you gonna crack it yourself. Don't let the enemy control you, man. The enemy don't really have that much control over you as they like you to think. They would like for you to think that though. But if you looked at how things went, man, you understand like look at sports. Look at what they put in our face, right? In basketball, they call it momentum. The momentum changes. The momentum shifts, right? And the momentum is dictated upon the mindset of the individuals playing the game. Like if I'm confident in my game, I the enemy can't really get in my head to cause me to make a missed shot or to be nervous about my potential. I actually would be self-confident, right? So it's the same thing. The enemy has to get in your head. Like that's just, rule 101. So even though things ain't real, they gotta let you make it seem as real, like it's possible, even though it's not, really not. Mike Tyson, um, every before he stepped in the ring, he used to like do all these head movement. He used to like try to look intimidating and get it. He and it worked for him. It worked for Mike Tyson. Like before he even got in the ring, he already won the battle. That's a whole psychological tactic right there. So and that's what the enemy do all day. Like, rah, I'm the big bad. Fear me. That's see, I'll be honest with you, like tactics to me is like a cry out for it's a desperate cry. Fear me. Fear me. Like look, this how perception work. This how it works. Look, this how I got the enemy. Look. At first it was scary. Scare me. Fear me. Fear me. And then the voice gotten lighter and lighter. Fear me. Fear me. Fear me. Then it was like a little ink. So perception changes everything, bro. What was once big can get real small. Get real small. It was real small can be real big. Remember that you control it. Y'all hear it? So you control it. So that's why a lot of times why you think noise campaign is a thing, right? Why you think loud noise became a thing in the first place? Because if you go back to primal, right? Back let's go just go back to primal land, right? Um the lion, when a lion roars, like if you hear a real lion roar, you can feel it in your bones. Can you imagine a T-Rex and all that? Can you imagine the fear they put in people just by roaring, right? So, but they had the umph to back it up, though, right? So you be like, yo, we gotta get the hell up out of here, right? But the program, they have a midget, they have a little Mexican guy driving a big ass Ford truck, all black tinted. Like the bass on that joint, you hear that thing screech, you hear that thing roaring down the block, and then he get out the car and it's a little man. You like, oh man, these motherfuckers with this perception control, bro. It's an illusion, y'all. Listen, listen. Let's just call a spade, right? Let's just call it like this, right? I'm gonna tell you why. For the most part, the people that participate, they don't want to fight you. They don't want to do all that. Don't even look at it like that. I'm gonna just tell you how. I'm gonna break it down to you, right? If if smear campaigns is legit, like I mean legit, right? Where everyone believes it, right? Let me tell you something. If they said that you molested somebody and you did something to somebody should be stepping to you about that. Hmm? Hmm? Cause let me tell you something. Cause if it was me and they and someone like, yo, he did this
And then I'm approaching them like, bro, what's going on? You did that? Like, if I had a problem with it to where it bothered me and I had to go say something about it, like, yo, you did this and that. No, I never heard of that. For real? Why they going around saying that? And then we would have came to the conclusion. But I'm just saying, let's say for me, I had a belief where um, no man should hit an elderly person. And the program approached me, yo, he put his hands on the elderly person. For real? No, I'm bothered by that. No, fuck that. I'm going right to them. Yo, you did this and that and that. Why would I have a problem with something and I be incognito about it? And I won't and if I really had a problem, my son, why would I be incognito about it? Why wouldn't I approach the person about it? Boom. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of this shit, bro, it comes from scary people, man. It's not what you think it is. It really not, bro. It's not. Because that's why I said a real man or what we would call a real man or woman, if they do exist, they not in this program. They not in this program at all. Because someone real would have been talked to you, would have been checked you about something. They would have been checked you. A real person, they would have been like, yo, what's up with all this stuff I'm keep hearing about you? What's up? They would have been checked you. But that never when the last time that happened? And don't be like, no, the program told them not to say nothing. Nah, man, they got their balls clipped. They can't say nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't psych yourself out, man. That's rule number one, man. Do not psych yourself out, man. Hey, yo, me and this dude was battling for a minute. Yo, y'all should have just saw this fight. We were just going at it. Yo, how is he just bouncing off the walls like that, dog? Yo, this dude, bro. Like, sheesh. Man, I'm about to hang it up on this Call of Duty, bro. Like, I swear, bro. Like, I be thinking I be knowing the game, dog. Like, and these dudes just come and pull a slide move on me, man. And I'm just like, bro, I'm thinking I'm ahead of them, and they just beating me every time. Like, trying to tell y'all, man, that smart stuff don't mean nothing when it come to this game, bro. This Call of Duty shit don't mean nothing. You think you smart in real life, bro. When it come to the game, it's a whole different type of smart, man. I'm all about logic, but in this game, there's zero logic in it. So I defeat myself in this joint every time, bro. I defeat myself, bro. Like, but yeah, man. Y'all tell me is I'm lying about anything, bro? Y'all tell me, man. Is I'm telling lies right now, man? Is I'm lying to y'all about that, man? Y'all tell me what y'all think about what I said. Like, y'all tell me what's up, man. Like, simply look, and one more thing I did forget. Excuse me, right? Something else I forgot. Um, because we've been targeted with the splinter on our mind, right? I left something out, right? Once you remove the splinter, things gonna feel weird. And what I mean by that is like now that you're free, you don't know what it's like to be it's like you don't know what it's like to be free anymore. So when you have peace of mind, it may feel bad because you don't know the feeling. You forgot the feeling of it. When you look, you ever had moments where you're clear minded and you thinking something wrong for being at peace and level headed because you never had it in a while. Once you remove the splinter, it's like you're you're back to your old self, but you forgot your old self. That's what I was going through. That's what I was like, I had to settle back in my spirit. I had to settle back in. It's like I was back in my own home and I had to remember things again. I had to clean off some things. So like this is as above, so below, as without, so within. So I had to like remember how my inside work basically. Like so basically now that once you remove the splinter, it's like a blank canvas. It's like you're reborn again. So definitely what you tell yourself at this point is very important. So start off with this. Uh they don't want you to hear this part right here. Look, what you think might be cliche, man. What you think is cliche might be the best motherfucking answer ever, right? But we call it cliche, we kind of down value it, I guess. But let me tell you something. Simplicity is the language of geniuses, right? Simply tell you can simply I told y'all like many techniques and all that, but really it can be so simple as this. This would destroy all of the tactics right here. All right, check this out. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Let me say that again. Telling yourself, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. You know why that is the most powerfulest thing and why you need to tell yourself that? Let me tell you why that's so powerful. Because for one, that is a real thing. That is true. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. If you repeat that a good enough times to where you actually can understand it, because you might think you understand it, but I don't think your nerves understand it. But I want you to understand this, right? If you tell yourself, I am not mad, I am not upset, bro, you just whoop the program ass right there. You know why? Because I'm not mad, I'm not upset. Tell yourself that. Simple. So what happens is once your mind begin to understand that this is where the magic happens. This is where things start actually working for you, right? Because you're no longer living in fear at that point. You're actually living in the truth, like the true truth, the absolute of what's actually is going on. You're not mad. You're not upset. Simple. It's built on your reaction. It's built on you upset. But I'm not mad. I'm not upset. You just kick the program ass. Say it again. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Now here's the thing. You might think that's cope. You may believe that's cope. You may believe it's cope. I can't fault you for that. I can't. I just want to tell you that if you do it, watch what happens. Watch what happens. Watch what happens when you start to believe it. Watch what happens. You gonna realize, oh, the same way I'm able to condition my mind to think a certain way, they've been doing the same thing. You're gonna be like, oh, now you know ball now. Now you know ball. You get me? Now you know. Now you know how the ball, now you know how it go now. Now you know how the thing work. Is what you tell yourself. You tell yourself the truth. You don't let the lies, but like you tell yourself the truth. Now you know how to ball. So, but so boom. So you just take that advice, right? You just tell yourself like, yo, I'm not mad, I'm not upset. Because a lot of us forgot how we feel. A lot of us don't know how we feel. We don't know how to feel. This program will do that. A lot of us, right? Let me tell you how serious this is, right? if let's say the program left you alone for 5 minutes, right? And there's nothing but silence. You would think you're doing something bad if you sit in silence. That's how the program will make you feel. Like you're supposed to be getting harassed all day. Because you're not getting harassed, something wrong. That's a problem. That is a problem. So because that has been conditioned with you where it's like, okay, if nothing not happening, that's a bad thing. Guess what? You don't let it marinate. What you do is you dictate, you tell yourself what is. You decide. Start deciding. Don't let things go to chance or to maybes. No, you start deciding things. I decide. So what you tell yourself, you look, soon as the day start, you choose the day. You choose how you want to feel the day. You decide. That's the key. That's the winning formula. You don't let the program do things willy-nilly and let it predict. No, you decide how things gonna go. So you gotta tell yourself that, hey, I'm not mad, I'm not upset. That is what it is. I said it is what it is. I said that. You feel me? So you decide, and you gonna win every time. You gonna win every time. Now, that's gonna fix the security aspect of your targeting, which is you knowing yourself and being secure in yourself. Stability wise, working, making money, they have some type of control over that, right? They have some type of control over where you work, how much money, they have some type of control over that. I'm still trying to figure that part out. I'm only an expert in the stability wise. I'm good at that. They know they really can't fuck with me mentally. I'm good on that end, you know. But financially and all that, they pretty much have that world, that's their world. We're not supposed to be really slaving for money, but what can you do? But stability wise, being sure of myself, being sure of my emotions, I have that on lock. For sure, for sure. I tell you that with 100% certainty. I have that on lock. I have that on lock. It ain't nothing they can do to make me mad. Like I said, they use my family, that might make me mad. I'll be honest about that. And, they use my family, my family get a reaction out of me. Yeah, But strangers and all that, what strangers will do? Hell no, I ain't worrying about that shit at all. I ain't worrying about that shit at all. I promise you that. But you know, I just wanted y'all to recognize that, man, because I know a lot of times it may appear to be like doom and gloom all the time. It's really not, man. It's what you make it. It's what you tell yourself. Just remember, man. Remember that what you tell yourself. It's very important. You know, I tell myself a lot of things, man. Everything's okay. Everything's all right. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. And I do it enough times. I believe what I say. I believe what I say with certainty. You feel me? So, can't no man, woman, machine tell me otherwise, man. As long as it's healthy, it's not no delulu. You feel me? It's a healthy mindset. But, you know, one Drake song, one Drake song that I really resonated with, right? This probably the only song I resonated with. It was probably the realest hook I ever heard from Drake. I really think he made this song for us. Own that shit, own that shit, own that shit, own it, own it, own it, yeah, own who you are, own it, own your truth, own that shit. Whoever don't like it, own it. That's yours. Own it. Yo, that's the realest song, dog. I'm gonna play that joint soon I get off the phone with y'all. Own that. That's you. That's yours. You got that. You free. You got that. Own it, man. For real though. That song, bro. Yo, that's one of my favorite songs, man. Own that shit. Own that shit. Like that's yours, man. Nobody can't take that from you. Nobody can't take your voice. For real, y'all. Nobody can't take your voice away. Nobody can't take who you are away. Own it, man. That's yours. You got it. It's free. It's who you are, man. Own it. That's one of my favorite songs, man. Own that shit, bro. And you know what should bring you comfort, right? Let me tell you what should really bring you comfort about it, right? People people own people you got people today that own doing bad, y'all. You know that? You know that people own you got some people that own being bad, like they own it. Like they like, yeah, I'm a bad guy, I'm a bad person, I own it. Own being good. That's so fun. That ain't fun to you. You can own being good, y'all. That mean you can own being who you is. Like it's okay. Everybody owning them. Why you can't own you? I mean, does it start to make sense? Like, own it at this point. Like, it's you, it's yours. Own it. Own it. So, that's a good thing, man. And another thing is like knowing that nobody care about you. Damn, that sounds so doom and gloom, right? It's really not though. It's really not, right? It's really not. To know that nobody care about you, that sound horrible though, right? That sound like a bad thing. That really to me, it used to be that way, but it's really liberating, man. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. That's liberating. Because if nobody cares, you don't have to. It's not no law that you should care. Nobody cares, right? You don't want to care in a world that don't care. You don't want to be in a world that has no love. You don't want to participate in a world where there's no love. Why would you want to impress people that don't have love in them? Why would you want to participate in a world where there's no love? Like, I'm not getting it. Like just be you, like unconditionally. Like there's no love, nobody cares, no loyalty. Just be you unconditionally. Then. Like that's probably the best fucking advice. Like nobody cares. Who cares, right? But own it, man. Life you only live once, man, and like live it up, man. Just don't give your mind to outside influence. Back then in the Edo period, they had a thing called defending your honor. You have to defend your honor or you disgrace the family. Defend your honor. Right? Defend your honor, right? So it's like, defend yourself. And that's not always a physical thing. I'm talking mentally, what you tell yourself, you defend yourself, right? So that means you are the last line of defense. You are the one. So you tell yourself the good things. Oh yeah, my bad, y'all. My bad. I forgot one more Drake song. Forgot one more Drake song. Think good thoughts. Think good thoughts. Y'all remember that song, Drake? Think good thoughts. Think good thoughts, y'all. For real. Think good thoughts, man. See how quick you is to think negative, man. You gotta reverse that. Same way you can jump to conclusion and think negative. Same way you can just think positive. You feel me? Let I remember it was a movie quote. It said, let let positivity come unannounced. Like let it come as if like who invited you? Like let positivity come on some like ignorantly. Like let it just come like excuse me. Like excuse you. Like let positivity come unannounced. Like y'all this like you know what I mean? Like you own it. Let it come. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit come, bro. Just like negativity can come out of nowhere, mess your day up, mess your mood up. Let positivity come out of nowhere and just let it shine, man. Let it shine. I'm not saying be happy all the time, but just don't be too negative all the time. And you will beat the game. You will defeat the game. But yeah, man, just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all for a minute.
You know, I'm gonna still be on, man, every once in a while. I'm gonna be dropping my videos every once in a while, man. But I'm on a little be on a little hiatus, man. Just working on things, man. Working on myself, man. You know. So, when you see me dropping consistently again, just know I'm basically where I need to be. I ain't gonna be going nowhere. But, I'm things might be slow for me, but just know I'm still here. I'm still be with y'all, still rocking with the truth and all that. But, you know, taking some time. What you say? What you say, Mega Man? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? Authenticity is the best policy. The best policy. What advice would you give someone suffering from PTSD? He was being taken. I just told you. You new to this channel? You should already know the answer that you if you've been watching me, you should already know. You new to this channel? Let me know first that. You might have to go to my videos, man. That's a lot of explaining. But I told you, it's all your nervous system, man. You should already know then. Your nervous system, man, is connected to your interpretation. PTSD is trauma. PTSD work autonomous. It works without your involvement until you get involved. In order to hijack or take control of PTSD, you must tell yourself certain things. You have to kind of condition your you have to rewire yourself. You have to, you can't let it just operate by itself because it's like training. It's like if you take in a stray cat, the cat has, due to the cat being on the street, it had already learned certain things, behavior and survival instinct. So the cat have to be learn how you are. So you have to tell it things, you have to teach it things. The same way with your nervous system. They treat your nervous system like a stray cat. So you have to treat it as if like you're dealing with your younger self or a child. You have to teach it and be patient. So what you tell yourself is very important. You have to be disciplined on what you tell yourself. Harassment can no longer be harassment to you, to your nervous system. It cannot be, because you know what harassment is to your nervous system. Somebody came up and punched you. You know what red mean to your nervous system? All these people was attacking you physically. Yeah, or repenting or and praying, but your nervous system take that as like people coming up to you and doing something to you. That's not true. Ain't nobody physically harming you, but your nervous system don't know the difference. So that's why I say what you tell yourself is very important. and stick with it. Don't think it's all cliche and it's nothing like it's corny. No, you got to tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the truth. I'm okay. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Because sometimes we don't know how we feeling. We have to verbally say it. We don't always. Sometimes we just we have so much trauma. We don't know how we feel. We have to tell ourselves how we feel. So you tell yourself that. Remember that. If if you in this program, I don't know how old you are, or whatever. Like, you should be at a like a growing point. You feel me? Like you, especially if you in your 40s, you in your 50s, certain things you should already know. Like you should already come with a strong mindset. You feel me? With your experience alone. It's just some things you got to be taught, but for the most part, if you is an adult, you should already know certain things. You should already know about sticks and stones, right? Sticks and stones don't break my bones. You should already know certain things. Like King Mansa would say though, you have an evolutionary advantage over everyone. An evolutionary, you feel me? That mean the way you think is different. You feel me? And that's a good thing. Different ain't bad at all. You have an evolutionary advantage. So, you know, take yourself seriously because your brain takes what you say very seriously. Oh man. I don't know if you trolling, man. Smear campaign. Nobody don't care about smear campaign. What does that do for you? That don't Smear campaigns don't do nothing to you. They can lie all day. It doesn't matter. They said they didn't said things they done said all this shit about you, man. You still here, man. That don't matter, bro. Don't nobody care about no smear campaign. People gonna believe what they want to believe. Why would you even care about that? I'm not getting it. Like that should be a non-factor. Like that's nobody care about that. People, even before you realize you was targeted, people was talking about you. Did that bother you? Did that people talk about everybody? Everybody talk trash, everybody gossip, everybody do shit. So that don't matter. You let little things get to you still? But people talk about you if you doing good, you doing bad. That should be the last thing you worrying about is the smear campaign. That's like it's kind of like when you order food, right? Now you know people is going to, it's a possibility that somebody might do something to your food. But do you let that bother your food? Do you eat? You going to eat your food? You know what I'm saying? You like I don't let that take away my moment of peace. You get what I'm saying? If you worry about the smear campaign, you never gonna be whole because they talking trash on you, they throwing dirt on your name. Who cares? People believe what they gonna want to believe. You gonna control everybody's belief? You gonna fight everybody for believing and saying something to you? Nah, you don't be bothered with that. That's the last thing. Like what? People say things every day, not just towards the target. People talk about other people. Everybody gossip. That's just not something you should be concerned with, honestly. Like I said, now if you had people coming up to you wanting to fight you, wanting to punch you in the face because of it, then that's a whole different story. But ain't nobody doing nothing to you as far as the street data. What that tell you? People ain't. Come on, man. People was really about it. They would have did something, man. That's why I said don't even worry about it. That's like middle school stuff. Like, oh yeah, she talking about you. Yeah, she said this about you and all that. We passed that. People that said everything under the sun, man. Nah, no one due to my smear campaign, no one never came up to me and checked me and did something to me. Nah, nah. So what that tells you, if people had a problem with your smear campaign, someone should come up to you and tell you about yourself. Like, yo, I heard you did this. That ain't right. If nobody did that, that tell you that's they full of shit. That's what that tells you. Because a real person is going to approach you about some shit they hear that they didn't like. They gonna tell you about yourself. Nobody ain't do nothing. Yeah, it ain't worth it. It ain't nothing. Remember that game? Remember that game we used to play in school? I think it was a school game, but it was like spot the difference, know the difference. Basically, with the critical thinking, it's a skill to know your priorities. We got to know our priorities. We got to know what's not for us and what's for us, what we should be worrying about, and what we should absolutely not be worrying about. That's a skill that we learned in kindergarten, I believe. We shouldn't be half the shit that will go on this program. We shouldn't be pressed about, bro. It's same as having being in this program is the same as having haters, bro. If you have haters in real life, you don't really. What do you do with a hater? For real, for real. How do you combat a hater? You answer that question, and you will get your answer. You don't feed the hater. You don't give the hater what they want. So that's how you treat the program. What do the program want? Program want it wants hate. It wants a reaction. It wants a rage beat. So you don't give the program what it wants. It's just it can be simple as that. It can be as simple as that. I look at it. I don't look at it as I don't think of it too complex, man. I keep this program very simple. It does A to produce B to finalize C. Simple. Simple. If I don't give it B, it can't get to C if I don't give it B. B needs an interaction. If I don't give it B, it goes nowhere. It goes absolutely nowhere. It needs my interaction. So it needs my B to get the C. Let's just keep it simple, man. Don't complicate it. Don't complicate it, man. I told you, ignorance is a bliss, man. You don't look. We some smart, intelligent people, but we don't always have to be smart and intelligent. And we can shut our brain off. We can be stupid to certain things. Who said we gotta be smart all the time? Shit, shit. I can dumb myself down. Shit, I don't know. I'm shoot. Soon the tactic happened. I'm like Patrick. I cut my brain off. I don't know. I don't compute. Me don't compute. Me not understand with the quickness. I play stupid for real, for real. Nah, me don't understand. They be like, damn, his nerves ain't getting it. You right about that. I understand. I know how this shit work. Shit, me don't understand me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm the tower. I be like the Tower of Babel for real, for real. Nigga, I don't comprehend. Nigga. I ain't interpreting what you want me to interpret. Shit, I create the Tower of Babel on your ass. Real. Me don't understand. Nigga, I made the Tower Man. Say nah. But for real though, you just like it's all your interpretation. Once you realize that, man, once you realize it's what you make it, what you interpret it, same way you interpreted red as a harassment. Once you control the interpretation, that's GG's in the chat, man. Wrap it up, man. This shit the game over with. For real though. And y'all think is cliche is no. Once you change your interpretation of it, you change the game. Do you not hear what I'm saying? You change the entire game. You change it. But because we identified it already, we gotta do something about it now. It's up to us, right? Because now we identify red as a harassment. We identify a cough as a harassment. Now it's up to us to change it. Now we gotta change it. It's up to us now. We did it. So then we gotta reinterpret some shit. We gotta tell ourselves, hey man, Red, hey, did you go thinking about that again, man? Hey, this ain't that. You gotta put the brakes on, you gotta shut it down, you gotta do all them things, it's gonna be some work, you know? Anything that's lasting, everlasting, or positive, it's not gonna come easy. You feel me? If it's good, it's never gonna be easy. It's gonna always require some time. You feel me? Because if it was easy, then everybody would be doing it. So you gotta put some time in it. Gotta put some time in it, man. Oh yeah, Sean, get him out of here, man. I think he trolling, bro. I ain't even see all that. Get him up out of here, man. my home gets selected for me to do all this. I moved 3 times and I did React. I had seen this Freemasonry. Look, I heard stories of, other people targeting had stopped. And I'm like, your targeting stopped? Now, if I want if I'm gonna go ahead and believe that, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure though if it stopped. I don't know if it stopped, but I heard stories that certain people targeting had stopped. Now, if that's the case, why would that happen? Well, I would say if it stopped for somebody, then obviously they must have did something with their mind. They stopped reacting to something. Like if I'm going to just go on a limb here and say, well, it stopped because obviously something happened where they no longer susceptible or something. But I look at it like this, right? If you out in public, if you out in public and you actually take your time, I'm talking about you're not speed walking, you're taking your time. You're not in a rush. You slowing down. You breathing slow. You're calm, cool, collected. And the program swarming you, they got people doing all this crazy stuff, but you're still calm. You're still calm, taking your time. You go in, get what you gotta get. You leave out. You go home, sit back, relax. Whatever bothered you, because it wasn't like a nervous breakdown type of issue where like you just sweating, your anxiety, you was calm, relaxed. Everything outside of that happened, that's here and there. That's literally here and there. Now the fact that if you let a look linger, like you just bothered by someone looking at you funny and stuff like that, and it messes your whole day, that's on you. That's on you. You don't let nothing, you don't let nobody have rent free in your head, live rent free in your head. You feel me? That's on you. Because I promise you, the one thing that they would want is for you to remember what they did to you. Me, they already know. They already, I, you know, it is what it is. The last thing, I'm not going to worry about what the hell he did to me. That's one thing they know for sure. I'm not worrying about what someone did to me. Whether you want to say I forgive, well, if I forgive, I forgive. But I'm not forgetting. But you know, I ain't worrying about it no more. I tell you that. But a lot of things we definitely do have control over. You control over, man. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to give your power away. And nah, you have a lot of power over yourself, man. You just have to take the right steps and recognizing and embracing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be calm, man. Be cool about it, man. Just be cool about it. If you're not in the corner somewhere crying your eyes out, why they picking on me? Like, man, just you good, man. You straight. Cause I promise you, a lot of people that's targeting you, if they was going through what you was going through, they'd be crying, they'd be crybabies. "Wah, they bothering me." I'm telling you, you think I'm lying. People that target you, if they got targeted, they would be crying. They would have killed somebody, dog. They would have did something. I'm trying to tell you, they would have did something. You think it's a game. The people that's targeting you got targeted. They would have been crying their eyes out. Wing. So just chill, man. Yeah, life is just make believe, man. Because people could do anything, be anyone, and act like anyone, man. Just live, man. Just chill out, bro. Cause man, if I internalized everything everyone did to me, man, I'd be having gray hair, man. I have gray hair, bro. I in my 30s. I'm 32. I look like I'm in my 50s, bro. She, she, yeah, that thing, yeah, that's dead. You can chalk that. You can chalk that, man. You can chalk that. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all, bro. Um, I be, I'ma still be on every once in a while. I ain't gonna be dropping like I used to though. Um, still some things I'm doing, still some things I gotta figure out, and like I got a plan though. I got a pretty good one. But just know when I come back though, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a real good one for y'all. Cause I'm not gonna be doing the Ham originals, man. I'm gonna be on the videos. You feel me? I'm gonna be on the videos. I'm gonna be on some interview shit. I'm gonna be out there. Like, just trust me. Just trust me. Right now, though, um, you know, I'm on a hiatus. I drop every once in a while. Give y'all a little something. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, when y'all see me, y'all gonna see me for real. I'm gonna really be changing everything up, and pretty soon, probably summertime, I'm gonna delete all my videos. I'm gonna tell y'all to, download what video that you like, cause my next video, I'm changing my content up. I'm gonna still be talking about gang stalking and stuff, but I'm gonna be showing me more. I'm gonna be on the camera. I'm gonna be doing all this stuff. And I'm just basically leaving out the clips because I'll be getting copyrighted. So I'm chilling out on the clips and the copyrights and stuff. So, but yeah. So y'all just stay tuned on that. Yeah, man. Oh, shit. It's 40 people in here, man. There's only like 6 people talking, bro. Who up in here, man? Y'all in here, yeah, hustling, man. Who up in here? Reveal yourself, man. I don't know who in here, man. Show yourself, man. Show yourself. Who are y'all that's in here, man? Show yourself. Y'all 40 people, I command you to show yourself. Who are they? Him commands you to. I command all y'all loyal subscribers to reveal. I'm tired, y'all. Don't mind me. I command y'all 40 loyal subscribers to show yourself, man. In the name of gang stalking, I command y'all. Yeah, like show yourself, man. Like if YouTube allow you to see who watching you, bro, oh man, that fuck the game up. I'll be looking at my little list. I'll be like, oh yeah, you said you ain't mess with me, but you still in my live. Oh no, you was talking trash about me, but you still in my live, man. You're still here. Yeah, that changed the game, bro. That changed the game up, bro. Because a lot of people, contrary to popular belief, a lot of people watch me, but it's a lot of people that don't like me, y'all. You know, on YouTube and off YouTube, it's a lot of people that hate me, y'all. They hate my guts, man. They hate me, y'all. They don't like me, man. They don't like what I talk about. They don't like what I stand for. They say I'm fake. They say I'm this and that, bro. All the work I put in, all the effort I put in, why would someone fake want to do that? It ain't like I'm getting paid for the shit. Ain't like I come on here and I cough and do all the kick the perp shit. Ain't like I do none of that, man. I don't know, man. Oh man. Y'all, guess what, man? I ate cereal for the first time in years. I drunk milk, y'all. I felt disgusted with myself, but I wasn't too mad because y'all already know that certain food, certain cereals like cinnamon toast crunch, and oh man, y'all know how them things pop. I don't gotta tell y'all, man, that thing was hitting, bro. I ain't had cereal in a while. That cocoa, the chocolate cocoa puffs, the one you put in the milk and it turn your milk chocolate, and you put some ice in there. Yo, that joint was slamming, like. But I felt bad, man. I ain't drink milk in a minute. I'm like, man, I gotta leave this alone. This can't be an everyday thing though. Definitely can't do the milk, man. You know what Dr. Sebi said. I gotta leave that milk alone, bro. But I had some cereal, bro. That joint hit, man. That thing hit, man. Oh yeah, and you said, bro, like cereal, man. Like I'm about to make me some cereal as soon as I get off the stream with y'all, bro. Make me some cereal, man. Cereal is cereal is right for every occasion. Cereal fits every occasion, bro. You can have cereal in the middle of the night, in the early morning. Cereal is always welcome. Is milk always welcome? Nah, I can't do the milk. Can't. If I'm gonna do milk, gotta do 2%. Can't do whole milk. Can't. Uh, nah, can't. Can't do the whole milk. But you said love and hate. Um, they said damn, I forgot what I was about to say. You know what? I don't even. Fuck it. Not my. Yeah, not my. I'm not in the mood right now. I'm not even in the mood, bro. The alchemist message. Honeycomb. Oh, yo, bro. The honeycombs. Yo, you a real one, bro. The honeycombs beat. That's a whole different beast right there, bro. Like I gotta chill off the honeycombs. I can eat a whole bag, bro. Them honeycombs definitely do be hitting, bro. Oh man, like I don't know, it just makes the milk so fucking like sweet and man, that joint be hitting, bro. But I like the chocolate cocoa though, the cocoa puff. But yo, the honeycombs, bro, the the alchemic marriage. Yo, I was before I go, right? I was on TikTok, right? and it was some people talking about why black men and black women can't get along, like why men and women can't get along, right? And I'm trying to come on there and tell my truth, and they on some perp stuff, not trying to let me on. Like you letting everybody else on, but you ain't letting me on. And I'm like, damn. So y'all let the program not let me on? Like y'all acting funny? Like why y'all letting everybody else on? And I can't come on. I just gotta stay in the comments. So, but what I wanted to say was, since they ain't let me on, I'm gonna say it on my platform. What I wanted to say was the question was like why men and women can't get along and stuff like that, right? This is what I was gonna say, and I think this is why they ain't want me on because they ain't want to hear the truth. You, the conversation is pointless. The fact that the conversation that we have when we talk about the gender war is pointless. You know why? Because the system it perpetuates delusion. We gotta first address the system that we on. The system creates division. The system creates hate, and so how we gonna talk about what we doing is look, how we gonna say, yeah, we gotta, why you do that? Why you, all we doing is when I prove a point, you gonna say, but men do it too, or girls do it too. You see, that's the system, that's what the system creates. Oh, no accountability. Y'all do it too. Yeah, we do it too. That's all we do. Nobody takes accountability. The conversation is pointless if we still in the system. The system creates that type of argument, right? And it's so this is what I was gonna say. I was gonna say this because the women on the panel was like, "Oh, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. This and that." Well, statistics lie to y'all because statistically, and even if you look on certain what you comes, y'all on there saying y'all need men and all that. Well, some women, but people saying like, "Well, I don't need no man," and certain men like, "I don't need no women." This and that. Here's my rebuttal to that. Right? If you remove the system, because we live in, this is unnatural. We not really supposed to be in no city, no city. We supposed to be in nature. See, nature is governed by the truth. Nature don't care about your feelings. Nature is cold-blooded with the truth. This is what we supposed to live on, nature. Because nature don't lie. What you see is what you get. You better learn. If you don't learn and evolve, your ass gonna be dead. And that's how nature is, right? So we remove this system, then we can have this conversation. But as long as we in the system, all we doing is just, oh, you did it too. Well, we did it. No, the system creates it so we can be this way. This is why. Ain't nothing gonna change. We on the system that don't create change. It's not about changing. It's about division. It's about hate. How we gonna talk about, what are we talking about here? So basically, this is how you fix everything. Once the system crash, once we destroy the system and we go back in nature, then we going to see who needs who. That's when the truth is going to be revealed when we live in nature. You know why? Because then guess what? Soon y'all going to find out real quick. Them lions, them tigers, them bears. Oh, we need a tribe. We need a little group, like, we need a little tribe, and we gotta come to an agreement. And for the women, if the women gonna be like, oh, we don't need no man, let's see how long you last out there. See, they don't see, back then that was never a discussion. You would never hear tribe women like, nah, we don't need men, nah, we strong, nah, well, they ain't never hear that. No, the man wouldn't go hunt because we have to hunt. See, if we go back in nature, then the truth gonna reveal itself. It ain't gonna be no, oh, I don't need the man. I can work my job. No, it's not about that. We governed by nature now. So now it's gonna be truth. If you go ahead with your delusion, guess what nature gonna do with your delusion? It's gonna eat you, and it might not keep your bones. You might not get to keep your bones. You might not even have a grave spot. That's how brutal nature is. Nature don't care about your delusion. Nature wants you delusion. You know why? What they call that? Selective natural selection. That's what they call it. Nature call it natural selection. You just a statistic. Yeah. Yeah, my phone died, man. I think that's it, man. My phone died. Hey, y'all still there, man? Y'all still there, man? My phone died. Let me know if I'm still here. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if I'm still here. Let me know if you hear me. I forgot where we left off, man. I forgot what I was. I don't know. I don't know where y'all took the conversation. I don't know where we at with it. I don't know. Whatever, whatever. Oh man. Uh, whatever, whatever. Some things I want to say, some things I want to say. But it is surprising to see you up this early. I mean, this late. It's surprising. You usually be asleep. Oh, man. Hey, man, somebody want to join the chat, man. Y'all can join the chat, but if not to head out. Somebody want to say something, man. In the head.
Yeah, what I gotta say, man. Yo, they be mad. Yo, they be mad. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm the original rage baby, dog. Ain't nobody rage big like me, dog. Like they got I'm the rage baby, bro. They don't rage me, man. I rage big them. Yo, they be trying to copy me. I swear. Yeah, they be trying to copy me, bro. Nah, I'm talking about me. I'm the rage baby. Cause they be trying to raise bait me and I raise bait them. Trying to raise bait me. Good. Man. That was a good game. Good game. Oh, man. Ain't nobody trying to hop on, man. I guess I see y'all when I see y'all, man. Whatever, whatever. I seen you say that about like 7 times, 7 to 8 times. I'm like, uh, I'm like, yeah, she must want that video. Whatever, whatever. All right, everyone, let's make a vote. Whatever said she want me to do a video on escalators. Not like, escalators, but like my exiting, entering. I think I'm on part 3. If y'all want a part 4, let me know in the chat, man. I'll drop a part 4 and, you know, give my little hiatus, man. Well, if that's what y'all want, let me know, man. I'll do it anyway, but I just want to see what y'all think. Yeah, I think I'm on part 4. Y'all ain't know I was on the copyright strike, did y'all? I ain't tell y'all that, did I? Y'all know why they took that video targeted his birthday? Cause it showed a nipple, a female's breast. And it was only a drawing. Well, it was a book. I was on strike for a week, y'all ain't know that. They took that video straight down. They said nudity. I'm like, what? You got so much nudity on YouTube, man. That's just crazy. But I got my first copyright strike, bro. I'm like, they coming for me now, bro. They like, I had it good for a minute. I've been on easy streak on these YouTube streaks. They like, yeah, we coming for you, man. You got your first strike, man. I'm like, come on, man, delete the video, man. You take the strike off, you didn't even give me a warning. I could have sworn they give you a warning and then your first strike be a week. They ain't even give me a warning. I said, you know how good I've been? I've been going good for like years now. Like, give me a warning. They're like, nah, we can't do that. I'm like, yeah, I know it's above you. Okay, I know it's above you. It's cool. Say no more. Mm-hmm. Say no more. You got girls twerking, showing they behind and stuff, and you gonna block me because a nipple? Come on, man. Hey, AMG, uh, hey, AMG, you ain't even see him on the car just sitting there. Dang, dang, you stop.